these are the Pokemon Center Black Bolt and White Flare packs that we are going to open. And you might be wondering, hey, why are there 3 stacks instead of 2? Well, it turns out I was able to get an extra Pokemon Center Black Bolt on eBay for a really good price. I was able to get it for maybe like a total of 90 something dollars, so that was really good for a Pokemon Center. And I decided to add that to the Pokemon Centers that I got from the website itself. So yay, we don't just get 22 packs to open, we get 33 packs to open. Now I think I am going to maybe alternate, do black and white and then black again. And already they are pretty interesting because one stack of Black Bolt, the lowest is 0.44 and a majority is in the 0.5s, which I don't think we had a lot of the last time I did these ETBs. The highest was 0.82, but that's really a jump from the median, so to speak. There's a lot of 0.5s right here. But in the other Black Bolt ETB, the lowest is 0.67. And a lot of them focus on the 0.7s, which I think is similar to our other ETBs, I'm not sure, with the highest being 0.96. And then the White Flare one is 0.59 being the lowest, and then a lot of them focus on the 0.6s and a bit in 0.7, the highest being 0.78. There's a wide range of weights to explore here. I was really hoping it'd be a collection of a certain range, but that just wasn't the case. But it's also interesting. I think I will start with the lowest Black Bolt range, and then do White Flare, and then this Black Bolt last. Alright, 22.44, the lowest of all of them. Or the lightest, I always say lowest. Oops. That did not rip easily. Okay, well, we already have a base here. We have a Zekrom. Now we'll do 22.50. And we have a Darmanitan in this one. There's a lot of Darumakas in the... No, there's just 2. I thought there was a lot. They look like berries, like the rest of these berries. This is really cute. That's our first IR already. What does that mean for the rest of the packs? I don't know. Okay, 0.51 now. Skip to the back. Nothing. But hey, here's a Darumaka. Next 0.51. Aw, man. I was hoping I could rip these easily or cleanly. Darumaka again. Meloetta. Okay, 22.52. We have Axew. Very nice. And then Haxorus. I think this guy becomes this guy eventually, right? It's 22.52 again. Nothing there. Yeah. Oh, Minchino. Yeah, again, I'm not counting Pokeballs as hits. Master Balls, yes, but not Pokeballs. I will still pull them out. Okay, next 22.52. Pokeball Dwebble 22.53. As I said, this had a lot of 22.5s. And that is, for the most part, unexplored territory. Oh, Master Ball. Okay, this would be counted as a hit for sure. Simisage Master Ball. 22.75. We have 3 more packs left here. We have an Excadrill. Full art. Nice. 22.78. Nothing there except a holo. And then the last pack, which was the heaviest, 22.82. Just a Pokeball. Pokeball and then holo there. Which one's the better rodent? Electric rodent. But now we'll move on to the White Flare one. We'll see if these produce anything different. We'll start with the 0.59s and then... yeah, there's a good number that is in the 0.6 and then a little bit in 0.7. So 0.59. Okay, nothing there. Another 0.59. Aw, come on. Okay, there we go. Have you ever ripped a pack and it actually curved like this? I think this is maybe the first time for me. That was a terrible rip. Nothing there. 0.64. Okay. Wants to rip a certain way, that's fine. Okay. Nothing there too. 0.66. Sock. Pokeball. Sock. And what if it's named for, you know, like a punch? You know, that kind of sock? That would actually be terrible. Like you sock someone in the face. That's what this means. Okay, 0.67. Chandelier. And then there's a Hydreigon in the back. Frillish. Do you remember? You know what this reminds me of? Jellicent. I still have my Jellicent crew, my army. Okay, Chandelier, Pokeball, and then Hydreigon EX, the full art. Okay, 0.67. Nothing there. 0.69. Compared to the first Black Bolt, this isn't looking very nice. Ducklet, Pokeball, and then Boldor. What is he? It's a rock spider or something. Now 0.73. Face. Yep. Keldeo. 0.77. Nothing. 0.77 again. Now, something in the back. Ooh, this counts as a double hit. This is Trubbish. Yeah, I still can't believe they made a bag of garbage into Pokemon. And then Hydreigon EX base, which I guess matches our Hydreigon EX full art. Cool, okay, this is our first double hit. Maybe our last, I don't know. Okay, 0.78. We have Scraggy, Pokeball, and that is it. Okay, so that was for the White Flare Pokemon Center 1. And I think the amount of hits we got is similar to the other one. Let's see. We had a full art here, a Master Ball Pokeball. We have 2 full arts, and we have 2 full arts here. And then we have 2 bases. Yeah, 2 bases here. 2 bases, 2 full arts, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 reverse Pokeball or Master Ball, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 Pokeballs there, and then 1 full art. Yeah, 1 full art like that. So we literally got the same amount and the same number of hits, looks like. Is that a thing for these ETBs? Now this is the last Black Bolt Pokemon Center ETB. Lowest is 0.67. Let's see if we get the same results and the same kinds of results as the previous 2 ETBs. So 0.67. Nothing. 0.69. Oh wow. The adhesive on this one is strong. Nothing. 0.73. We have, a fracture. I think I'm putting the putting this in the wrong pile, but we have a fracture Pokeball. Okay, 0.73. No, we're getting so many. We have Axew, Fracture, and Hexorus all in one. Yay. 0.74. Oh, Fracture again. Come on. Reuniclus. I can't say his name. Reuniclus. Pokeball. And then we have Snivy. This is really cute. I really like this Snivy. We are on our way to matching the number of hits and the kinds of hits. 0.74. We have N's Plan, full art. That's our first trainer of some sort. 0.76. Oh, we have Venipede. So here's our second IR and a Paxorus. Why does this guy always show up? Why? 0.77. Ah, there's a Venipede here too. It's like it's toying with me. Nothing here. 0.79. Nothing there. 0.90. Okay, yeah, this is not a double hit because we don't count Pokeballs. This Pokeball Golette. And here's our base. Now, if this is supposed to match the other ones, then we need one more base and even one more Pokeball, I think. Yeah, we got our 2 IRs. We don't have another base. We have 3 Pokeball things and then the full art. So we need, if it's correct, this 0.96 should have one more base and then one more Pokeball or Master Ball. Let's see, 0.96. Well, there's the base in the back. And, whoa, no Pokeball or Master Ball or anything. Okay, so we have our base though. So that one was short a Pokeball, unless I missed it. I don't think I did. I don't think I did. Yep. It doesn't look like I missed anything. This Black Ball ETB has one less reverse Pokeball or Master Ball card than the other 2. But apart from that, they did guarantee 2 IRs, 1 full art, 2 bases. And then I guess you get 3 or 4 Pokeball, Master Ball. But anyways, I'll get back and chart this up. So here are the results for all of the Black Bolt and White Flare ETBs, including the Pokemon Center ones that I just did. Now the bars in my chart are not number of hits. They are number of packs that contain at least 1 hit. And the hits are IR, SIR, and full art, and base, and Master Ball in this case. I actually removed all the Pokeballs, and that's why it looks way different from what it was on my first ETB opening for Black Bolt White Flare. And as you can see, this massive weight range that we have, there seems to be a cluster of hits that occur between 0.73 and 0.90. Anything above 0.91 doesn't seem to contain a lot of hits, and a lot of the packs at 0.72 and below, well, we only got 1 of each for the most part, so there's a lot of inconclusive data here. But still, that's not a bad showing, honestly, from 0.44 to 0.53. But in general, in this weight range here, except for 0.80, this is 0.80 right here, where I found 7 packs and 5 of them were no hits and 2 of them were hits. This seems to be a good range to find the hits that you might want. However, there seems to be a caveat, and that is, it looks like if you are going to search for, say, the IRs, SIRs, and the full arts, which is the more valuable hits, they tend to occur, at least from what I found, they tend to occur in the low weighted and middle weighted packs in your weight range that is found in your ETBs. So what does that mean? It means if you get an ETB and say the weight range is from 0.69 to 0.89, if you were to categorize your packs in that ETB from light, midweight to heavy, then those midweight and low packs will more likely than not contain your IRs, SIRs, and full arts. That is at least what I have found in general for my ETBs, both for the regular ETBs and the Pokemon Center ETBs. So again, back to the example, 0.69 to 0.89, maybe your 2 highest packs or 3 highest packs is 0.85, 0.87, and 0.89, then there's a good chance that the packs under those weights will contain your heavy hitters. Now, another interesting thing that I found were the double hits. I found 3 packs that had doubles. They were all IR and base. And all 3 of them happened in the White Flare. None of them happened in Black Bolt. I don't know if Black Bolt is being stingy or whatnot, but it was only in White Flare. So if any of you open a Black Bolt and you got a double hit, let me know in the comments, because I'm curious if you find any double hits in Black Bolt. Pretty sure someone has. Now here's another interesting general fact that I have found about the regular ETBs and the Pokemon Center ETBs. Out of curiosity, I counted how many hits I got for each ETB. And it seems like the regular ETBs promise you 1 to 2 IRs, 0 to 1 full arts, 3 to 4 Pokeballs or Master Balls or a combination of both, 1 to 2 bases, and possibly an SIR. And in my case, when I did get an SIR, I did not get an IR in addition, or another SIR or something. It was just one SIR. And when I say 1 to 2 IRs for the regular ETBs, out of the 8 ETBs, only 2 of them had 2 IRs. Everything else had 1 IR, and those 2 that got the 2 IRs were White Flare. I'm sure that there are Black Bolts out there that are regular ETBs that have 2 IRs also, but I did not encounter them. Also, there was one other exception in the White Flare where I got 4 bases instead of 2, but I also got no full arts in that one and only 2 Pokeballs. So there are some exceptions to these numbers for the regular ETBs, but for the most part, that was what I found in mine. The Pokemon Center ETBs, however, are different. For IRs, I got 2 for each of those boxes, 1 full art, 3 to 4 Pokeball or Master Ball, and 2 bases. And I didn't get any SIR, so I can't say anything about that. But regardless, that is what I found for Pokemon Center. So it looks like if you want a chance for 2 IRs, it's a more reliable thing to get a Pokemon Center ETB than it is for a regular ETB, and also possibly for full arts, because out of the 8 regular ETBs that I got, 3 of them did not get full arts. So that was kind of a bummer. But for the 3 Pokemon Center ETBs I got, each of them had 1 full art. Now this is the White Flare ETBs only. And here it looks like this range is where you get a lot of the hits, which is 0.77 to 0.85. And now this 0.99 is one of the exceptions because this was a double hit. It had an IR and a base in it. We also got a double hit in the 0.79, again another IR and base. And our third White Flare double hit was 0.77. So this definitely seems to be a nice range. Also all the way down to 0.67. That actually isn't bad too. This right here. So 0.67 to 0.85. Not only that, there's a lot of 50-50, which isn't bad. It's not like a fourth of a chance or a fifth of a chance or something. But you are going to find a mix of bases, IRs, and full arts. Now going to Black Bolt, the patterns are kind of different. It looks like there are groupings of hits. We got a group here from 0.44 to 0.53, and then another group here from 0.73 to 0.78, and then another group here 0.84 to 0.93. And again, this is going to be a smattering of IRs, full arts, bases, but really the most interesting part about this Black Bolt bar chart here is this range. I'll zoom it in a little bit. 0.74 and 0.75. Why? There are 6 packs in total here, and 5 of them have hits. And all 5 of them were either IRs or full arts. So I thought that was a really interesting little grouping here. I don't know if that's going to be the case for everybody, but that was what I found in my Black Bolt ETBs. And this is across both the regular and the Pokemon Center. For some reason, 0.74, 0.75. 5 out of 6 packs were IRs or full arts. No bases, at least so far. Anyhow, that is all that I have for Black Bolt and White Flare ETBs. The next and last Black Bolt White Flare is going to be the Victini collection. I have a few boxes to open, and I also got the booster bundles from the Pokemon Center shop. They finally came in. Actually, it's been 2 weeks or something. They've just been sitting around. So those are the last Black Bolt and White Flare. And again, they will be in the chart, and hopefully they will reveal some more information that we have so far not been privy to. Hope you enjoyed this analysis, and I'll see you in the next PackStat.